Hi everybody, in this video let's learn about how to determine the mode, mean and median from some data representation. For example, pie chart, bar graph, stem and leaf plot, and so on. Okay, let's look at this first questions. Teacher Cindy is collecting data of money saving for a week from her 40 students. This is the total frequency, 40 students. The data is represented by a pie chart as shown below. Find the mode, mean and medians of the money saving of her students in a week. So when we talk about median, we have to be more careful. Before we determine the median, make sure that we arrange the data nicely in an ascending order or descending order. So in this case, you will notice that all the data here are already arranged nicely for us. So 1 ringgit, 2 ringgit, 4 ringgit, 5 ringgit, and 10 ringgit. Right? So these data are already arranged nicely in an ascending order, from the smallest to the largest. So it will be easier for us to determine the median later. Okay, now let's find the mode first. Still remember, mode is the data which has the highest frequency. But the problem here is we don't have the frequency for each sector. We don't know how many students save 1 ringgit per week, how many students save 2 ringgit per week. We only have the size of the angle here, but it's okay. If you want to determine the mode which has the highest frequency, you just look at the biggest sector. So among 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, among these 5 sectors, this sector is the biggest one. It means that this sector will have the highest frequency. So the mode will be RM2. So let's say if the question asks you to find the frequency for the mode, means that RM2. How do we get the frequency? Total degree of a full turn will be 360, right? 360 degree. Out of 360 degree, this sector taken up 144 degree. So this one, this part, you don't want to write the degree, is okay. This is just like a fractions. So you time 40 number of students. So you will be able to get the number of students who save 2 ringgit per week in a week. So this will give you 16. So you can calculate the frequency for each sector using this method. Now, let's go to mean. Still remember the formula for mean, sum of fx divided by sum of f, that means total frequency. So we need the frequency and we times the data, we add up all together and divided by the total frequency. So the frequency for this RM2 is 16. So we can do exactly the same thing for the rest of the sector to get their frequency. So how to find the frequency for this sector? Okay, let's try this one first. Same thing, a full turn will be 360 degree and this sector taken up 36 degree. Okay, times 40. So this is 4. Okay, so the frequency for RM1 is 4. It means that there are 4 students who save RM1 in a week. So how about this one? (360), a full turn, 360, and this sector taken up 90 degree. Okay, times 40. 40 is the total number of students. 90 divided by 360 times 40. So this is 10. Okay, right over here, 10 students. So do the same thing for the rest. A full turn, 360. Out of 360, this sector taken up 72 degree times 40. Okay, 72 divided by 360 times 40. So this is 8. Okay, we have 8 students over here. So the rest, this one you can calculate. If you don't want to calculate, you just take 40 minus this 4, 16, 10, and 8. Then you will be able to get the number of students for this sector. 20, 30, 38. Okay, here will be 2. 2 students. So let's say if you want to calculate to double check whether this answer correct or not, you can do it this way. So first we need to get the angle. A full turn will be 360 degree, right? You take 360 degree minus 36 minus 144 minus 90 minus 72. Then you will get the angle for this sector. So that is 360 minus 36 minus 144 minus 90 minus 72. So this sector is 18 degree. So if you want to double confirm whether these two correct or not, we can use the same method to help us get the frequency. One full turns is 360 degree. You don't want to write the degree, is okay. So out of 360 degree, we have 18 degree over here, times the total number of students, which is 40. Okay, let's see, correct or not. 18 divided by 360 times 40. Okay, correct. 2 students. Now we have the number of students for each data. Now we can apply this formula to help us to get the mean. Okay, frequency times the data. So we have 4, this is your frequency, and this is data, 4 times 1. 4 times 1. Plus 16 times 2. 16 times 2. Plus 10 times 4. Oh, no space. Okay, hold on. And then 8 times 5. Plus 2 times 10. Okay, 2 times 10. So this is frequency data, frequency data, frequency data, and so on. So the total number of frequency will be 4 plus 16 plus 10 plus 8 plus 2. Actually, you don't have to write like this. You just can copy the 40 over here because this is the total frequency. Okay, now we can start to calculate. 4 times 1 will be 4 plus 16 times 2 plus 10 times 4 plus 40 plus this is 20. Okay, you will be able to get 136 divided by 40. Okay, so the answer is RM 3 ringgit and 40 cents. So this is the mean for this question. So actually in this part, finding the mean, if you don't want to find the frequency for each sector, you also can get this answer. You can use the degree given here to help us to get the mean. So how? Let's see. So you can do it this way. Let's try. You will be able to get exactly the same answer. You have 36 degree, right? So 36 times 1, we use a degree given to help us to get the mean. 144 times 2, 90 times 4, 72 times 5, 72 times 5. Okay, so I write over here 18 times 10, 18 times 10. Okay, divided by, since we use a degree here, so the total degree is 360. Okay, let's try. We can get this exactly the same answer or not. Should be able to get the same answer. So, let me calculate again. 36 times 1, 36, okay. Maybe I came in wrongly. 90 times 4 plus 72 times 5 plus 18 times 10. Okay, so it's 1224 divided by 360. Okay, exactly the same answer, 3 ringgit and 40 cents. Okay, so if you want to save time, you don't want to calculate the frequency for each sector, you can just do it this way. Okay, now let's try to determine the median now. So make sure all the data already arranged nicely for us, and okay, the data already arranged nicely, so we don't have to rearrange it. So now, to determine the median, we need to know the positions of the median, right? What is the formula? Still remember? Oh, let me write again this one. Median. Okay, median is equal to 40 total number of total frequency plus 1 divided by 2. This is not the median. This just tells you the position of the median. So 40 plus 1, 41 divided by 2, 20.5, right? 20.5. Okay, then we know that we have to take the 21st, the 20th data, 20th value plus the 21st, and then divided by 2. So this is the first data, first until fourth. So this is 5th until 20. Okay, if you want to save time, right, you don't have to write the STTH at the top of the right corner. Is okay. You just write 1 until 4, 5 until 20, because this is just for your own reference. So I think maybe if I write this way, it's a little bit hard for you to see, right? So maybe how about we we just simply do it this way. RM1. Okay, I think I draw a frequency table for you, easier for you to see. Okay, so we have a frequency table over here. So now I want to write the position for each data. So the first one, okay, let me use another color. Since the frequency here is 4, so the first one to the fourth will be this data. So same thing, if you don't want to write the STTH is okay, because this is just for your own reference. So number 5, okay. So remember, here this is 16, right? Don't take 5 plus 16, but take 4 plus 16. So will be 20. So this is 21st. Okay, so 20 plus 10, 30. 31st. So 30 plus 8, 38. Okay, the last one, this is 39. 38 plus 2. Okay, so make sure the last one is the total number of frequency. Okay, since now we have the positions for each data, then we can determine the median easily. So the median, from this we know the positions of the median, right? We take the 20th, which is RM2, plus the 21st, because it's 20.5 between 20th and 21st. Okay, then take RM4, okay, divided by 2. Okay, so 3. So this is the way how we determine the median. Okay, let's try the second questions. The bar graph shows the score obtained by the participants in a quiz. Find the mode, mean, median of the following data. Okay, same thing. Now we want to get the mode. So mode is a data which has a highest frequency, right? So in this case, we actually have 2 modes, because the score of 2 and the score of 3, they have the highest frequency among the rest. So which are 8 participants. So in this questions, the mode will be 2 and 3. 2 score, 2 and 3. Okay, so this is the mode for these questions. Okay, so now let's go to determine the mean. Okay, what is the frequency for the score of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5? This is 7, right? And this is 8, and this is 4, and the last one is 3. Okay, so what's the formula? Sum of fx divided by total frequency, right? Fx, it means that take the frequency times the corresponding data. 7 is the frequency, the data is 1. So 7 times 1 plus frequency 8 times 2. 8 times 2 plus 8 times 3 plus 4 times 4, and the last one is 3 times 5. Okay, 3 times 5 divided by the total frequency, 7 plus 8 plus 8 plus 4 plus 3. Okay, then we can use the calculator to help us get the answers. Okay, so this is 78, and here should be 30. 78 divided by 30, 2.6. So the mean score is 2.6. Okay, now let's go to the last one, median. So before we determine the median, make sure the data already arranged nicely for you. So normally if a question gives you data representation like a pie chart, like bar graph, line graph, and this will be already arranged nicely for you in an ascending order from the smallest to the largest. Okay, so first we need to know the positions of the median, right? So since that the total number of participants is 30, I find the position of the median first. Take 30 plus 1 divided by 2. This will tell us the positions. 30, 31, 31 divided by 2, 15.5, right? Okay, so that we know we have to take the 15th plus the 16th value and add up together, then divided by 2, then we will be able to get the median. So now we have to write the position first. So this is 7. Same thing, if you feel that quite confusing, you can just draw a frequency table like just now to help you to get the median. So if you don't want, you can just do it this way. So from this one is from the first until 7. Okay, same thing if you don't want to write the ST, TH is okay, because this is just for your own reference. So this, since this is 7, so here will be from 8. 7 plus 8 will be 15. So this is 16. 15 plus 8 will be 23. 23, right? Okay. So this one right over here, 24. So be careful if you do this way, so don't mix up all the number together. 23 plus 4, 27. 27. Okay, the last one right over here. So 28. 23. 27 plus 3, 30. 30. Okay, so always make sure that the last one is total frequency. If it is not correct, maybe some mistake over here, we have to check again our answers. Okay, so let me double check again, see correct or not. Okay, so correct. Now we can determine the median now. So the median is equal to 15 data. Don't take 15, but take this data. Oh, sorry, not this one. 2. Take 2 plus 16 data will be over here, this group, which is 3 divided by 2. Okay, so will be 2.5. So this is a median for this question. Okay, let's try this stem and leaf plot. So same thing, you'll notice that the data already arranged nicely for you from smallest to the largest. Okay, so make sure that you look carefully the key. 4/8, it means 48. So for a stem and leaf plot, the question will always give you the key to tell you this is 4.8 or 48 or other value. Okay, so now find the mode, mean, and median of the data. Same thing, we want to get the mode, mean, and median. So if you feel hard for you to determine mode, mean, and median, you can actually write this way: 48, 52, 56, 57, and so on. Write down all the data. If the data is not a lot, you can do it this way. If let's say we have 100 of data here, we are not able to do this way, right? Because you will need a lot of time for you to list down every single data. Okay, so how about I list down first? So later I will explain to you without listing how to get the answers. Okay, I have listed all the data over here. So now we can determine the mode and mean and also median easily. Mode. The data which has the highest frequency. So we can just look at here. 48, not 4.8, 48. Okay, so we have 3 times of 4 here, but be careful. Don't write 4 over here. Okay, this question doesn't tell us this is kilogram. Should be kilogram, right? Because it's impossible 48 gram because this is a mass of the patient. Okay, so I write over here kilogram, or you can write over here. So now 48 means 48 kilogram. So how about the mode? Mode is the data which has highest frequency. We have 3 times of 4, right? So you don't write 4 here, it's not correct. 64 kilogram. So when we want to determine the mode, mean and median, if the question gives you the unit, remember to write the unit along. Okay, so you can look at here, right? 3 times, this is the mode, 64. So if you want to be faster, you actually don't have to list down all this data. So how about mean? Okay, be careful. Some students might do it this way. They take 4 plus 8 plus 5 plus 2 plus 7 plus 6 and so on, add up together, then divided by total number of, let's say they calculate this way: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is not correct. This consider 1, 48, 52, 56, right? So we actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We only have 10 data. So if you don't want to look at this one, you can just get the answer. You can get the value all over here. But you just have to be more careful. 48 plus 52 plus 56 plus 57 plus 61 plus 64 3 times. You can just write 3 times 64 3 times, right? 73, 75, 73 and 75. Okay, then divided by the total number of data, which is equal to 10. 48 plus 52 plus 56 plus 57 plus 61 plus 3 times 64 plus 73 plus 75. Okay, so 614 divided by 10. So it will be 61.4 kilogram. So this is the mean. Last one, median. So when we determine the median, if you have listed all the data like this, then it will be very easy for you. Cut here. You want to use a formula, or this way also can. Oh. Okay, so we know the median will be 61 plus 64 divided by 2. Okay, 62.5 kilogram. Okay, so another thing, you have to be more careful. Don't do this way. Some students might do it this way. It's not correct. Here, cut one, cut like this. It's not correct. So if, let's say, you want to get directly from here by cutting method, you can just cut it, you can just do it this way. Ignore about this one first. Cut the top and the last one, then followed by the second and the second last, followed by this one, this. Okay, now you have 61 and 64, right? So you take 61 plus 64 divided by 2. So another way is, let's say you want to get the position first. You can do it this way. Median. Since we have 10 data, 10 plus 1 divided by 2. Value. So some book will use data, some will use observations, some will use value. It's up to you. So 10 plus 1. So from here, we know that we need to take the 5th and the 6th data plus together and divided by 2. Okay. So don't calculate this way. 1, 2 is not correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this one plus the next one. So it means 61 plus 64 divided by 2. All will give you the same answer, 62.5. Okay? Okay, let's try one more. So this one you have to be more careful. When you are given a line graph and the question asks you to determine the mode. Okay, some students will mix up with this one. So when we have a bar chart, the question asks you the mode. You normally we look at the highest one, the tallest one, which means the highest frequency, right? So in this case, some students might think this way, look for the tallest one, the highest one. So February. This is actually not the mode. So remember, mode is a data which has the highest frequency. So if you confuse, you just imagine you are doing a survey. You go to ask, you go to collect the data. The answer that you heard, you receive the most of the time, that answer is the mode. So you go and ask. So how many cell phone you sell or you sold? How many cell phone did you sell in January? So the person answer you 100 cell phone. Okay, this is the first data. How many cell phone did you sell in February? The person answer you 175. This is the second data, right? So what is the answer that you receive the most of the time? You look at this line graph. The frequency for 100 is 3 times. You heard it 3 times, right? So the mode for this graph, for this data, is actually 100 cell phone. Okay, my spelling correct or not? Okay, correct. So 100 cell phone, be careful. So the frequency is 3. So don't confuse or mess up with this bar chart. Always remember, the mode is the data which has the highest frequency. 175, this is 175, right? Okay, 25, 50, 75, okay, correct. So only happen one time, the frequency is 1. 150, one time, the frequency is 1. So we have 3 times. So it means that 100 cell phone is a data which has the highest frequency. So the mode is 100 cell phone. And this one, 75, the frequency is only 1. Okay, so be careful when you have a line graph, you want to determine the mode. This is a way how we get the answer for these questions. Okay, so for this video, I stop here first. Hope that you understand better after watching this video. And see you again in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.